Gentlemen, please give me a round of applause for that last match. That was absolutely amazing.
And ladies and gentlemen, you joining us at home on YouTube, welcome back to the yard. This is United 210, back to the yard. As always, we're your commentator team. I'm Mike Wilkes, joined by
Dr. The Wife.
And we are here bringing you all the action from San Antonio, Texas. And we got a double championship match coming up now, Doc.
Yes, we do. I'm excited for this one.
I'm right there with you as we hear the music of one of the competitors right now.
This young lady is one of a kind because when she comes out, she'll show it to you. It's well decorated. RCW Phoenix champion, and she is the Sabotage Rising Star champion.
That's right, Emmy Camacho, a rising star here on the independent scene and showing off all of the gold she has earned in her time in professional wrestling. Currently the River City Wrestling Phoenix champion, like you said, Doc, also the Sabotage Women's champion, and putting both of those titles up for grabs tonight against the queen of denim and metal, Key Vibez, Doc.
Oh, she's letting the cameraman know that she needs to make sure that everything is on display. Oh, how kind of her.
Well, it's one thing you say about Emmy, she's definitely willing to show off the titles that she's earned, and I mean, fair enough, right? I mean, if you've been in there putting in the work, you'd want to show them off too, and Emmy Camacho doing just that. Like her or not, she is decked out in all kinds of gold. Can Key Vibez take that from her, though? That's going to be the question, and we're about to find out.
Well, you know what that means. You know who is coming out when that song is blaring in the speakers. Even the wind knows what's coming.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was, you could hear from that.
We're joking here, Doc, but Key Vibez, waiting on her to make her entrance.
She's about to burst through those curtains.
And there you see her, high energy, high intensity, just some of the words you can use to describe this young woman, Key Vibez, the queen of denim and leather, the first female graduate from the Hybrid School of Wrestling, no stranger herself to the independent scene here in the great state of Texas, Doc, has made her name in River City Wrestling as well. If you've seen her there, she's no stranger to you at all, and she has held gold in that promotion, but can she do it again?
Considering the fact that there are 2 championships on the line, definitely make sure you put your A game on display here because it's all about your skill.
100%, both for Key Vibez and for Emmy Camacho. I mean, the challenger, of course, you have this amazing opportunity in front of you to not only pick up a victory over a champion like Emmy, but to take away literally everything that she is bringing to the table. Walk away a champion in 2 different promotions. Of course, that's got to be the front of Key Vibez' mind. But let's not forget the pressure on Emmy Camacho as well. As the defending champion of those 2 different promotions, both of those are going to have their eyes on you and how you perform. And something tells me Emmy Camacho is going to be able to measure up to those expectations. Key Vibez may have to watch herself.
Wrestling Phoenix Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from San Antonio, Texas, the queen of metal vibes, Key Vibez.
And you hear Key Vibez, the crowd favorite, the hometown girl. Everybody here firmly behind her.
From Dallas, Fort Worth, she is the current Sabotage Rising champion and River City Wrestling Phoenix champion, the undeniable Emmy Camacho.
She has definitely been making footprints all over Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, everywhere, San Antonio, Austin, Houston. But right now at the yard, it's a different story, it's a different crowd. She's going to have to work really hard for this crowd because, like you said, all eyes are on her right now.
It's very true, and there's a lot to be said about the home field advantage. This crowd is going to be firmly behind Key Vibez going into this match. Emmy Camacho, of course, well-traveled and experienced at this point, but you got to imagine that's always playing a factor. You know you're in hostile territory. You know that everybody is rooting against you, and the mental toll that can take on somebody, we're going to see if that's going to come into play in this match. As we've already seen here in the yard, all it takes is one moment for a competitor to make a comeback and pick up a victory. And again, Emmy's got to be on top of her game, or she's going to suffer that same fate.
Now, something we know about Key Vibez, she is very, very patient. She does take her time with her opponents, not just to feel them out, but just kind of to read their reactions, to read their actions, and really jump in. Right here, you can see just that, where she was trying to see whether or not this handshake was going to be a real one, and it goes right into a wrist lock. And right now, it looks like Emmy's regretting herself right for the moment.
You got to think that did not go the way she intended it to. Key Vibez getting the better of that wrist lock exchange, but Emmy Camacho, the champion, managing to turn it back around. Key Vibez off her feet on the mat into this armbar, already in a precarious position as the challenger. Referee checking on him. That's Vance Jackson, seeing if Key Vibez is still willing to continue. She is.
She's showing life. She's definitely not going to give up the goat on this one. She's getting back up on her bottom. She's getting back up on her feet. Emmy Camacho is trying to keep this hold together.
You got to think she's doing everything she can to maintain control, but Key Vibez gets to hold that side headlock, wearing the champion down. Emmy Camacho trying to get out of it, takes Key Vibez to the ropes. Irish whip gets her off, but a big shoulder tackle from Key Vibez gets Emmy back on the ground, going for the pin, but just a one.
Breaking that tension with a quick pin, but it's too early in the game for that. We need to continue working on each other, and that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to feel each other out, whether or not they've exhausted themselves enough. Right now, earlier in the match, you're going to have to put more work into it. And right here, you see Emmy just throwing that big chop to the chest of Key Vibez and whipping her to the other side of the ring. Up and over by Key Vibez. And she's going to put a headlock on Camacho.
That's right. Key Vibez taking the opportunity to just go right back to work in that side headlock, restricting the movements, the airflow, the blood supply of the champion. Doc, to your point about just being too early in the match and wearing her down, I personally think that's exactly what Key Vibez' strategy is here now. Now, with the side headlock, obviously, it's a move that we have seen employed many times in wrestling, but that's for a reason. It works. It takes effect on your opponent. It is not a comfortable hold to be in at all. And Key Vibez, I mean, even going for those pin covers like that takes endurance out of you. You've got to muster the energy to kick out of those, and that's going to be part of the game plan. If those muscles get tired, and Key Vibez here with that drop kick, Emmy was trying to make something happen, but it's the sliding lariat for her trouble. Key going for the pin, just a 2 count.
But these quick moves also take the air out of you, and if you can't get yourself back on top, get your wind up underneath you, you're not going to be able to keep up, and that's something that we know from Key Vibez. She's very quick.
Case in point, I mean, Key Vibez ready to capitalize on the momentum there, but the referee, Vance Jackson, warning her off, giving Emmy Camacho a chance to recover. Key Vibez trying to come in one more time, but Emmy gets to the outside, catches the challenger, snaps her head over the top rope.
Emmy jumps right back into, and she rolls her up for a quick one, but not quite.
Running neck breaker from Emmy Camacho.
More gun show today.
Just gets a 2 count again, as a little bit of frustration on Emmy Camacho from what I can see. Got to think that Key Vibez is giving her a bit more trouble than she was maybe expecting coming into this match.
Well, that's what you're going to have to expect when you're here against the Queen of Metal Vibez. Metal does not bend very easily. You have to put a lot of work into it. You're going to have to put a lot of heat on it as well. And right now, that's what Emmy's trying to do with her foot firmly pressed against the neck of Key Vibez. Not just restricting airway, but cutting her off completely.
And Vance Jackson, the referee, see him checking on Key Vibez, making she wants to continue, but Emmy Camacho coming in with that big running drop kick directly to the face of Key Vibez. Emmy going for the pin. Another near fall.
Looks like there's some show of wear on Key Vibez. She's showing some pain, and you can see that Emmy's delighting in this.
Well, I imagine so. I mean, she is the champion, and she, of course, wants to walk away with her 2 championship reigns intact. I mean, of course, who wouldn't, right? And as far as Key Vibez pain, I mean, she did just get running kicked in the face. I think I would be out of there well after that. Saying nothing to Key Vibez' toughness in this match. And Emmy Camacho right there, just like you were saying, Doc, enjoying the pain and suffering that she is putting Key Vibez through.
But is this a check that is going to be cashed in a big way? Because you're putting a lot into your basket, and it's a matter of time before the bottom falls out of it.
I guess that is exactly the balancing act that you have to contend with. If you're either one of these ladies, quite honestly, Key Vibez goes down, eats the knee from Emmy Camacho.
She's taking a lot of shots to the face for sure. And Emmy Camacho is just, again, like I said, delighting in this. The pain and suffering she's causing Key Vibez. Key is stretching her arm out to see if she can at least get the rope. Now strung over the rope. Emmy Camacho just putting her full body weight on top of the back of Key Vibez to cut off her airway, restricting her ability to breathe.
And Vance Jackson giving her the 5 count. Emmy working the count to her credit. I mean, again, whether you like or dislike the tactics she's employing in the match, she is the champion for a reason. She knows how to work every aspect of the match to her advantage. Again, case in point right there, just stepping on the neck and the head of Key Vibez, putting all her weight across Key's throat on that bottom rope. Vance Jackson warning her off, but Emmy Camacho, not wasting any time, right back to work, gets Key Vibez in that stretch.
And if you look carefully, you can see the muscles stretching out there, the bones in the wrong position. At some point, if she pulls hard enough, she's definitely going to dislocate or break the arms of Key Vibez, and I think that's the intention, but Key Vibez using all her strength to pull her arms back in front of her.
100% the intention, and Key Vibez manages to get out of it. Snapmare takes Emmy over, but just like that, one stiff forearm shot, Key Vibez back on the mat, and Emmy Camacho back in control.
She's certainly taken in the crowd's chants, jeers, and cheers. But but this is something that you've mentioned before. You take too much time from actually putting in the work, and you will lose your momentum.
100% right. I mean, we've seen it here tonight, just in this Back to the Yard show. How many times have we seen someone pose to the crowd when they could have gone for a win, and that's wound up costing them, not only this show, but multiple times. Case in point, might be seeing that now.
Key Vibez certainly not going to let any opportunity escape her. She did take Emmy right back down on the ground with a Russian leg sweep. And right now, both ladies are on the ground where they're trying to figure out, the ref at least, is trying to figure out who's going to get up first. He's started the count already. Both ladies rolling to their knees, trying to get back up. It's a matter of time before the first one pops up, and it looks like Key Vibez. Emmy Camacho now on her feet as well.
And Key Vibez firing back, 1 clothesline, 2 clotheslines. Emmy Camacho goes down for a 3rd. The challenger firing up. The crowd firmly behind her. Can Key Vibez pull up the upset?
Ooh, and the splash in the corner. She uses the second rope to prop herself up, and she goes over to prepare herself. Emmy Camacho on the ground. Ooh, and takes her down on the first rope. That can't feel good on your back, especially when your head hits the bottom rope like that. And not quite. We almost had a 3.
Almost. That basement crossbody from Key Vibez, like you said, Doc, through the bottom rope. Thought she was going to pick it up. Key Vibez is going for it one more time. Emmy Camacho with the roll-up. Almost stole a victory right there. Key Vibez, the vibe killer.
Is this going to be it? Is she down? Do we have no?
No, the vibe killer, Key Vibez. We've seen her pick up championships with that very move. You saw the shock on her face. Emmy Camacho kicking out of it.
But you see the sheer will behind the and we have a backstabber from Emmy Camacho. She's got some high-risk plans up on the second rope.
A twisting senton from Emmy Camacho going for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! There she is.
The winner, and still the Sabotage Rising Champion, and the River City Wrestling Phoenix Champion, the undeniable Emmy Camacho!
Well, back to your point, you have to put in double the effort considering the fact that there were 2 championships on the line, and Emmy Camacho, she had to keep herself up and ready to go in order for her to keep those.
And she did just that. Emmy Camacho proving why she is a double champion here in the great state of Texas. Amazing effort by Key Vibez. Hats off to her, but Emmy Camacho, just the better woman tonight in the yard. This is United 210 fans. Don't go anywhere. If you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and do that. Subscribe, tell your friends to watch the video, and we'll see you right back here for more action.
Emmy Camacho, you just had a successful win defending both titles against Key Vibez. How do you feel?
Not surprised. At the end of the day, I came into this match knowing I was retaining. It's that simple. And you know what? As good as one Camacho is, I've got good news for all of you guys. I'm bringing in my entire family, the entire United Familia Camacho. There is no one better than us, and this United locker room is gonna find that out real quick.